back to a new video. Today I thought I would switch it up a little bit and do not a normal vlog, but do something kind of fun, for me at least, but also a little bit of a challenge. Today I wanted to organize and declutter spaces in my home that I've been avoiding. So I actually saw this idea from another YouTuber, Tara Michelle, and I just watched hers recently and I loved it. It gave me a lot of inspiration. So all credit for this video honestly goes to her. I loved her video. I'll link it down below. And it just inspired me to be like, okay, there are some areas that I don't even really like show in my videos because I'm not proud of them. I am in that spring cleaning, decluttering energy, and I think most of you guys know that we are going to be moving in May. Before we start with crazy packing and like moving stress and things, I would love to just get ahead of a few things by at least starting to declutter those areas that I have a lot of storage in the house. So Tara did her video in 24 hours. I'm not going to be doing that just because I don't want to completely steal her entire idea, and it just kind of inspired me to look at these areas. I'm not going to set like a 24-hour timer. I want to see how much I can get done today. That's my goal. So let's do it. If you guys like videos like this and want to see more videos like this that are outside of my normal vlogs, let me know by just giving this video a like, and I would really appreciate to know that. So we are starting in the guest room, which I'm in now. It's pretty clean in here right now. Loving that because it's not always super clean in here, but I'm gonna go into this closet. This space, you'll just see, okay? You'll see. Let's open her up. This side of the closet, we have these bins, which actually are pretty organized, but I do want to go through them and see if there's stuff I can declutter. And then this is where it gets a little random over here. Let me pull you over to more see what's going on. So now it gets a little crazy. We have my walking pad. We have a basket of organizing supplies that I just don't know what to do with. And then I have this bar that I'm not really utilizing because I'll show you where we have our like long hang coat closets. It's not in here. We don't really need that space in here. And then I have some of my Squishmallow collection, which it pains me to say this, but I have too many Squishmallows and I'm a 30-year-old woman. Okay, now sorry, this is kind of a weird angle to, oh my God. This is just proof of the Squishmallow problem. This giant one literally fell out. This was a gift, I will say. My mom sent me this and we did keep it out for a while, and then I was just like, I have too many, I have to put it away. But this side is a total disaster as well. This is probably the area that is the most confusing about my storage and organization, because it's really not. I'm actually embarrassed for you guys to see this because it makes no sense, and as a professional organizer I'm just ashamed honestly of this whole area. All this random stuff that I don't know what to do with clearly, and then I feel like there should be another bin up here, but I remember I was storing the giant Squishmallow up there. This video is not going to be like this gorgeous aesthetic organization transformation. Like, I'm not buying any new organizing product. I have enough. Also, like I said, we're moving next month, so I'm not trying to like redo these spaces. I think for me, this is more of a declutter, look at what I have, and maybe just reset up little systems that I can easily take with me to the new house, wherever it may be, because that's still TBA. That's your moving update for the vlog. We'll know more soon. So I'm gonna go grab a couple trash bags. I know I'll be decluttering and donating, hopefully more than a few things. I just grabbed the whole thing because I don't know how many I'm gonna need. And I'm going to start with emptying everything out of this side. We're gonna lay everything out and just start going through this stuff together. I think the only thing to do with a Squishmallow this big, if I'm going to be keeping it, is use it as a pillow on the bed, which we were doing for a while, so she's going there. This is travel stuff. I do feel like there's such a better place for this in the house, or a system. I just don't know what that is yet. This is actually some stuff I need to send to my sister, so maybe put this out of the space. First declutter of the day. This is an air purifier. I do have another air purifier. I don't even know if you can donate something like this. I'm gonna try to, but I guess they'll toss it if they can't accept something like this, but I feel bad tossing it, so I'm gonna try and donate it. First donation of the video. I just haven't used this since we moved in here, so I'm like, it's just taking up space. Gotta be realistic with yourself, okay? If you haven't used something in like a year, gotta check yourself. That's on this side to look at with all the other bins so I can do them together. But other than that, we're already empty on this side. Let's go through this stuff. These are some pictures, some framed artwork I got Jared for his birthday before we moved in together. We did have them hung up in the old house. We have not hung them up in this house. I just did not find a good place for them. I know Jared would say he wanted to keep these. I think I'd be fine with keeping these, but something about the frames feels cheap to me. I usually like blonde wood, but I feel like these could be elevated with nicer frames, possibly for the new house. For now, I feel like these should be in the garage because we know we're gonna move with them, but it's something that's not gonna go in this house. Speaking of garage, I know this sounds weird, but I feel like my yoga mat should go in the garage because honestly, 90% of the time I take this somewhere with me. I'm not really using it in the house. I kept it in my car for a while, but again, just kind of like a waste of space because I'm not using it very often, but I feel like a yoga mat is one of those things like you want to have one of them. That's how it goes, by the way. Isn't that cool? Make it a little bag. Starting off strong, we're going to the garage. Travel bags. Okay, so I have decluttered a lot of this stuff recently, but let's see. Travel pillow, I'm gonna keep that. These are like packing cubes I really like. I use bags like this for my shoes when we travel. This is like a jewelry thing. I think I recently looked at this, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. So I think I'm fine with keeping all of this. This is another travel bag and it's just great for like a day trip too. I've actually had this since I was a teenager. This is probably one of my longest items I've had in my life. The longest, it like has my initials on it. Definitely gonna keep that. And then this is like my carry-on bag that I use every single time I go on a plane. I love how everything's pink, but we're definitely keeping this. She's already loaded up with travel goods. These will be going back in the closet. I do not own a lot of books. I have a Kindle now. I actually get rid of books after I read them. I don't like collecting books. Unlike Jared, he has this entire bookshelf of books and it's always growing and that's like a passion for him. So I have like literally 10 books. I'm gonna donate this. How to Meditate, I am gonna donate this. A lot of these were gifts from my mom, like actually all of these. I started this book and I didn't really connect with it. I'm sorry, Mom. I hope you're not watching, but even if you are, I tried. It was a little too woo-woo for me, the 12 Faces of the Goddess. So I'm gonna donate that. And I've had this book 5+ years and I hate to say it, but I have never read it. I just feel like it's a sign if you get something as a gift, even if you feel like you should hold on to it, if you just realistically know you're probably not, like I know I'm unfortunately probably not going to read this and I feel bad about it, but it's better if it goes to someone that's excited about it, someone that wants it, someone that needs it. So I'm actually really proud of myself. I'm going to donate 4 books and keep another 4. That was great. And these make no sense in the closet, so I'm just gonna find a spot for them on this bookshelf. This is Jared's like keep safe of important things, so that will go somewhere back in here. Extra hangers, I actually don't feel like any of them besides this one that I use for Depop needs to be in here, so these are gonna go in our laundry room. Guys, I'm doing good. I'm like, I've got my heart rate up a little, I got my Apple Watch on, I'm like, whew. Like, I'm really moving fast today. Kind of like a little keepsake box. I know I have another one of these, so I don't need to be using this for that. I have another keepsake box. So I'm going to donate the cute little heart print YSL that I haven't wanted to get rid of, and I don't need to hold on to it. It was from PR. And a little bit of trash. I don't need this stuff. Okay, let's go through the Depop stuff. This is going to be pretty quick because this is stuff I have not yet listed that I need to, and then this is all stuff that I have already listed. I'm gonna refold this stuff and try to make it fit a little better, but it is what it is. It's not gonna be the most organized thing in the world. This is my shameless self promo to go check out my Depop and Poshmark if you think any of the stuff that you're seeing looks cute. I feel actually took up less space before I did this, but whatever. It's a little bit neater. Trying to get rid of this stuff before we move. So almost all of this stuff is listed under $10 on my Depop. So, okay, and then we have this bin, which is stuff that I still have to list. So I think it's time to start putting stuff back. I was already feeling like it was time for a little break, but we're just gonna do a quick drink break. Not really a break, just crack a little bevy, vanilla Coke Zero. You already know this is my current crack. That first sip, when the spiciness hits your throat. The Depop stuff is going back in the same area. It just makes sense on the floor for me. Okay, it's time to get a little creative. This is something I had at the top of the closet too, and I just found it out there, but I usually do store it in here. I just don't like the idea of anything big and bulky being on this shelf. I think I'm gonna move some of the baskets that are over here onto this shelf. I think it'll look a little neater, so I'm gonna try and shove the rest of this stuff up here. Oh, it just takes up so much space. I am doing something crazy. I'm parting with the body pillow. I don't like that it has no actual like head support. This part is like on my upper back and it's not high enough. And I know I'm not going to miss this. So hopefully you can donate something like this. It's in pretty good condition. We're going bye-bye. I don't think I have a better place for these. In the new house, we'll figure something out where everything's hopefully all together. But for now, they're just gonna go up here. I actually feel like this really makes sense up here. Not quite sure what we're gonna do here. We're gonna come back to this shelf. I'm definitely gonna put something here, but let's go to the other side. It actually looks good because I have all these cute baskets. I don't wanna go through them, but I know I should. So let's start by taking, again, everything out. I'm donating this. I don't need to hold on to this. I don't even think I wrapped anything in it last year. So I've had it for like 2 years now. I'm not. Okay, I am keeping my walking pad in here. I'm just gonna turn the direction of it so it looks a little cleaner in here. But this is truly the only place that I keep this because I don't keep it like under a bed or whatever. I feel like it really just makes sense inside the closet, so it's going back. This little space was kind of made for it too, so we cannot argue with fate. Okay, this is where I honestly don't know what to do because I've already gone through my Squishmallows from the past like year or two. I've gotten rid of probably over 5. I had more than this and I have completely stopped purchasing Squishmallows. I have enough. I'm a little bit over them. So I have one in my bed that I cuddle with, and then Jared has one as well. So those two are on our bed. I do have this giant one that my mom sent me as a gift. And she is very large, but I feel like I could find hopefully a good place for Miss Highland Cow in the new house. I honestly am kind of over the phase of having them on display. I'm 30 years old. So that's where I'm like, okay, there's 5 Squishmallows here that I'm very, very attached to, but I think it's time to maybe make some decisions. This was my first one ever. You can tell she's in rough shape, but it's like the softest thing ever, so I feel such an emotional attachment to it because I've had it since 2018, I think. Tubby. There's a little hole right at her nose, so I'm gonna give her a gentle wash and then I am going to donate her. I don't know, I just feel like if it's sitting at the bottom of the closet, even if I feel a sentimental attachment to it, I'm not planning on having kids that I could give these to in the future, things like that. So I think I just have to be really realistic. So she's going. I think I want to decide between the 2 of these. Connor the cow, I will say that this is an accidental knockoff. There's a story behind that, but unfortunately he's not real. And then I have my little ones. I honestly love the corn one. I think I'm keeping this one because I love it. And then I really liked this one when I got it. Little flower mushroom head. It's the type of thing where I'm not even like using the rest of my Squishmallows. I don't want them to be out on display. I've reached to that point. So if I'm hiding them It just feels like they should be donated or given to a new home. I am gonna let go of this one. I know that like Megan doesn't want any more stuffed animals for Corvidia. She has a million, so I'm just trying to think of things. Last year I ended up giving like 3 away to my friend who has kids. Either way, like they're gonna go to a good home. I don't know why this is so hard. I think I've decided I for sure want to keep strawberry milk. People are gonna think I'm crazy because this is one of the more popular ones, but again, it is an accidental counterfeit. I think I might part with Connor the cow. A kid could find this at the thrift store and be so excited and literally fall in love with it, and I don't have that feeling, so I need to just remind myself of that. Why was that like the hardest thing I've done in a minute? We got rid of 2, actually 3. This feels okay. This feels acceptable to keep like 4, 5 in the house. Okay, and I have this basket of organizing supplies. This is stuff I have gone through recently and I do use or want to keep all of this. I don't love it in this closet, but I definitely plan to use more of this when we move. Hopefully, we just didn't have really room for it. I don't know about this basket though, just because it's like a one-off. I might get a few more of these felt bins when we actually do move because they all match already and they're a really good size. Okay, I'm gonna take out all these bins and baskets. This is the last thing in here, but it probably is gonna take a minute. Wrapping I was saving for Christmas. It's just one of those things that it's like, these aren't even full wrapping paper rolls. I can recycle this. Same thing. Goodbye. There is a roll of Christmas wrapping paper in here that's actually pretty much a full roll, so I will be holding on to this. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go through these bins. I think I'm gonna fast forward through this part because it probably is gonna take me a minute, but I know that I have recently gone through a lot of this stuff within the last year because of moving. Just a little bit of a refresh. Maybe there's some stuff we could say goodbye to. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to because I really had been through that stuff pretty recently. I did toss a few things, mostly just excess gift wrap that I had. And then my donate were already full. These are pretty cheap trash bags, so she really can't hold that much. But I did donate a few more things, feeling great about that. All right, I gotta put these really heavy memory boxes back up. I have these with Jared and I's memorabilia, and I probably am gonna need to upgrade to the larger size of those bins when we move because both of ours are stuffed to the brim. But for now, we're gonna put it at the top of the closet, and then I already put all the other bins back in. I am going to just toss these up here. All right, I'm gonna insert something of the before. It's not the biggest, most drastic difference ever, but I am very happy. So much better, so much more space, tons of room to grow if I did want to end up hanging some stuff in here. I pretty much kept these. These ones are really not even that full, you guys. We have like fitness. This is a festival slash like concert bin. I emptied some stuff out of that. This is my cords bin. Again, we've got room to grow. I feel like a cords bin changed my life and like actually going through them. This one's called Party, but it's also like events and hosting and like costumey type stuff. So I just said Party. By the way, I will link all of my organizing stuff I use down below, from the bins to the bin clips. And then at the top, I cleared out so much space. We have both of our memorabilia. And there's so much room on the floor that there wasn't before. And then this side honestly looks so much better too. We have the Depop stuff, which is a little overflowed, but at least it's together in baskets. Look how much better this shelf looks. I decided to take 2 of my bins that I had above and put them horizontal and then just move the labels. So we have shipping. This is like everything for Depop supplies when I mail out orders. My little dust thingy that or what is this called? Lint roller. That's what it's called, that I will use on items before I ship them out. And then I just did gift wrap here, which I did go through this super recently because I hate holding on to a ton of this stuff and kind of like feeling like I'm hoarding it. It's very manageable. And again, that's something I kind of reach for. And I feel like this looks so good. Like if we're not gonna have clothes hung in here, then this makes the most sense. And up top, you guys saw the travel stuff and the limited squishmallows that I kept. I'm so proud of myself. Area number 1 is finished. I'm embarrassed to say that took me like a little less than 2 hours, but it was so necessary. Okay, it is time for the next space I've been avoiding. I fear to tell you that it is another storage closet that I rarely show the light of day in my content. I call this my decor closet because I have a problem with home decor. It's not all that stuff, but it mostly is. I have recently tried to organize this, but I really struggle with how to store this stuff. I mean, honestly, it's so random. This is like bags that I'll give people for Facebook Marketplace when they pick up something and I do like a porch pickup. This is bedding. This is curtains, pillow covers, and rug. Art and decor books that I just haven't hung up, but I haven't parted with. And then this says plants, which it's mostly like planters. There's not actual plants in there. I was making sure. It's planter pots, which is another thing I probably just need to look at. I am gonna try to be a little harder on myself because I don't want to have a decor closet in the new house. Of course, this is kind of like more of a linen closet vibe with this stuff, which is fine, but I just found myself like, I don't know where to store this stuff. And maybe garage is an idea, but it's like if I'm just not using it and it's not my style anymore in the house, I think we just need to say goodbye. I think I'm actually gonna start on the bottom and work my way up, and then we can do some rearranging at the end. So let's just start going through from the bottom to the top. This is like a little lap desk. It's not even supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be in the other storage closet. Yes, there's more. Something like this, a fake plant. I'm donating it. I could list this on Facebook Marketplace. Actually, it was worth $20, so maybe I should. I'm gonna do like a bundle of decor on Facebook Marketplace is what I like to do. I don't like listing things individually that sell for $5. It's a waste of my time. So let's start a little Facebook Marketplace pile. Okay, so now we're entering the phase of Lindsey's cowgirl decor. That really was a little bit more of a thing at the last house. I still have a few pieces that I really like, but I'm just at the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna display some of this stuff most likely in my home. I just feel like I'm a little over this. This feels a little 2022 to me. So I think, again, I could absolutely list a little cowgirl bundle of stuff on Facebook Marketplace and someone would go crazy for it. I feel like I'm doing pretty good at letting things go, just trying to remind myself, like, and my light just died. And so now it's going to be really yellowy until I get this charged back up because I've been using it for 2 hours already, so please bear with me. Boho baskets. I am hesitant to get rid of baskets, but this is just not my style anymore. I have evolved a lot out of my boho. I definitely still have some boho pieces, but I'm trying to evolve. Marketplace. I know someone will go crazy for this. Did I literally get rid of everything that was on that bottom floor section? I am on a roll today. These are really ugly, but I know we'll need these when we move. And again, for Facebook Marketplace pickups, I'm putting it on the ground. I just dropped this and it totally cracked. Taper candles. I do love a good taper candle and I do switch these out. I think these are fine to keep. I need a new storage system though for these. I need like a bin for these. You know what? I'm gonna repurpose one of my little organizing things that's for canned drinks, and because I have more taper candles that are really tall and they're so fragile, I feel like they need to be laying down. So this actually makes total sense to me. Rather than being just exposed like this, I'm gonna put them all in here. I have like 6 of these same taper candlesticks, and I think, unless I'm using it, I think I only have one pink one, so I'm gonna donate that one. I'm gonna keep the greeny ones and the clear one. I think these ones will match better, and I do still really like these. Pink is going. Why am I not displaying this in my home for spring? It's so freaking cute. I'm literally gonna go put this somewhere right now. My little Patterns of India coffee table book. Like, I don't even know why this isn't out. I think I'm gonna take the bedding and the like pillow covers and rug bins onto the bed to sort through them. Okay, the sheets was pretty good. I got rid of just a couple things, and it is smaller now, and it's gonna fit better. And here is the basket in question. It's mostly like couch pillow covers. And why are we not currently using these? These are so cute. And these are so springy, and we have the sheets on, but not, what the heck? I'm like so confused. I'm glad I looked through this stuff because I want to put those on. Now we have all the pillowcases and actual bedding in one. This is like throw pillow covers and this rug, which I do want to hold on to this rug. It's so neutral. It's a ruggable rug. I feel like I might use it in like a future office or something in the new house. If I don't use it in the new house, then I will donate it. I've got a couple of pillow covers neutrally. I don't think that's anything crazy to have 4. And then this is curtains. I do want to keep these. I think I would like to use these in the new house somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. We got some gorgeous professional organizer folding. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, but it looks better because you can like see everything. That's definitely a very easy tip that you can utilize. I probably should have done it with these. Maybe I'll adjust that when we move in. I do not have the energy to refold that stuff today. This looks really nice in a basket to just be able to like see everything. So do that fold so you can easily see without unpacking it what everything is. I have to be so honest with you guys. I thought that I was gonna have a lot more done by now. I have been doing this for 3 hours, which really is not that long, but my back started to hurt. So after I finish this closet, I am going to take a little break and resume this tomorrow. So long. Should I put it back on the stove? I think I took it off the stove when it was like fall time. She's so spring and summery. I'm gonna put it back. Okay, I'm ready to put stuff back in. Here's the current pile of stuff for Facebook Marketplace. Is actually not as much as I thought. Donations number 1. Things I need to rehome or just like take a second look at. More donations. I'm sure that will be growing a lot more tomorrow. And our trash bag. I know it's just a closet, but I'm so much happier with how this turned out. Oh my gosh. I have a whole little system for everything, and whenever we move, it will be so easy to pack this up. I do think in a future space it would be great to just have like the whole linen closet with these bins. So that is hopefully gonna happen if we have the space for it. Put in a little before. All I have up here is a giant coffee table book that is too tall to fit anywhere else. And then I put the rest of my organizing stuff that I want to keep in here, and I ditched that basket. And then we have our bedding, our curtains and pillow covers. We do have a little bit of decor and things that I squeezed in there. This is another one I could probably switch to say outdoor instead of plants, because I do have some stuff that's like patio stuff, and then there's the plants, like indoor and outdoor plant stuff. I'm so much happier with this shelf. So I added this for all of the taper candles, candle holders, and decorative, that's better, candles. Random little knickknacks that fit nicely in there. And then this is vases and more decorative candles. I can see everything, and this was a very, very good addition to the taper candles. And then there's like, I guess this is a decor candle, but whatever, it fit nicely in there. This is kind of more of that stuff that I didn't want to part with, but it's more of like party event stuff that I do feel like would be fun to keep. And then this is just a little tray that I definitely want to keep that I'm not currently using, a little trivet thing for the stove, and my bags for moving / Facebook Marketplace, and that is it, other than a dust bunny that I need to vacuum up. Oh my gosh, you can see the floor in here, and there's so much more space. It's time for a little break after we did right around 4 hours, just a little under 4 hours. It's 5:09 right now, so I think that was good for an afternoon. I will pick the vlog up tomorrow and we will resume. I do want to do 2 more spaces. That is the goal, so I'll see you guys then. Okay, it is the next day. It's the next afternoon. I got myself a large coffee, and I'm ready to tackle the rest of these spaces. I might actually set a timer just because I do have some other stuff I want to do this afternoon. So I think my goal, let's see, I want it to go until like 3 o'clock. It's 12:43 now, so we'll set a timer for a little over 2 hours. The next space I want to go in is my bathroom. I really need to look over my products, my drawers. I know they're messy. I honestly know they've gotten pretty disorganized, and I just need to go through all that stuff. I've got my overalls on today, y'all, and I am just ready. Let's do it. Pinkies up. Okay, the timer has been set. We have 2 hours and 4 minutes. Counting down. I always say this, but my bathroom I feel like has the weirdest, yellowiest lighting. So we're doing our best, but please bear with the weird bathroom lighting. Okay, I first want to go through my drawers, and then we'll move on to like the under sinks, and we're good to go. Okay, as far as these drawers go, I want to give you guys a little preview. We can touch things up, I think, in here. This is like almost all skincare stuff, and this is mostly just like hand towels. I feel like there's a better place for these for sure. And then lastly, all the way down here, medicines that aren't used that often, and then some like creams for injuries, like first aid kind of stuff is mostly down in that drawer. The first thing that needs to happen in this drawer, since I have my hairbrushes in here, is I really need to vacuum it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and empty everything out. In terms of what's going back in here, I don't think these need to go back in here. I have another little dental section. I am not really using this eye cream anymore. I should actually probably toss it because it's 12 months. I have another one that I'm using now. So first toss of the day. I like keeping a wide tooth comb back here in this little section. I'm gonna move this little hairbrush in here, I think. I wish it fit in here, but I've started using that one more. And then I have like my wet brush and then my normal hairbrush, which this isn't like the prettiest thing, but neither of them fits. Actually, I guess that one kind of fits there. Maybe I'll keep that one there. And then this one, usually I just have it like that. Okay, then we have our deodorants, mine and Jared's. Oh, this is why I don't keep a hairbrush, is because I really like to put the toothpaste, and I don't really like them overlapping. So I think I am just gonna go back to my old ways and just layer my brushes. It's fine. Little dental flosser and stuff. Eyebrow brush, I use that like every day, my little eyebrow spoolie. I usually do keep a couple clips in here. I have some somewhere else too. I'm just gonna keep one in here, and the other one I'll put with my other hair stuff. And then I just have a tiny little nail file. I'm gonna come back to these two sections once I go through the drawers, and I'll add. It's not that different, but touched up, looks a lot cleaner. Okay, moving on. This is mostly skincare. I do have other skincare stuff that's like backup. I have more on my counter, but I really need to go through some of this stuff. Honestly, some of this I just know that I don't use, so let's do it. I have not used this eye serum. These can go together somewhere. They should be stored together. I don't even think I knew I had any of these, which explains why I bought these. They were hiding in there. I would like to actually just take these out of the thing. If it doesn't need to be in the packaging or in the box, if it can save room, take it out. I'm gonna move these little cotton rounds to, because they're in a really big thing. I just feel like these might be better in here. Even though they're skincare, I feel like it just makes sense. It fits better in there. Okay, these I use all the time. These could be under that. This fits nicely here. Maybe that moves up here, and then the little applicator goes here. Don't really use these anymore. This one is like not really doing the best. I'm gonna keep this one that's in better condition, little makeup remover towel, and get rid of this one. What I am gonna do, since it'll all fit neatly in here, is just do the pore strips, because I don't use those as often, the zit stickers, and then kind of do these like this. Ooh, that looks nice. That makes sense, and then I can get rid of this bigger packaging. Moisturizer, and then I have a mask. I like to be able to see the products. I know it's not ideal storing them like this, but these are like little eye mask things. And then we have another mask. Yay, it fits. Should I lay this right here just to have something fill it out? That looks so much better than the before. And it's not completely filled out with product, I will say, but we can always work on that. Next drawer. This just seems like a total waste of drawer space. I feel like I could easily keep these in our linen closet. So, and we're not even using these towels in here anymore. So these are actually in another bathroom. So these have to go somewhere else. Fake tanning stuff, extra razor blades, and then it kind of mixes in with like, I mean, these are ingrown hair pads, which I think these might be totally dried out. Yeah, I'm gonna toss those. These are so old too. And this is like 10 years old, so this is leaving too. And I have to tell you the truth, I don't even know what is in this Tupperware container. I'm guessing it's lotion, but why is it in here? Or conditioner, so that's coming out. So we're gonna go into this drawer in a minute, but this is like mostly hair stuff, and then I've started keeping like backup wipes in this drawer too, and I feel like I should move this stuff to not be with the hair. So let's see if we can fit it in here. I actually need to just move these two behind the toilet. So side note, have you guys seen these like really long mini spatulas for beauty products that you can like get all the product out of the bottom? I have two of them. One's really tiny, and I had never heard of these, and they're so cool. I'll link these down below. I have a 2-pack if you guys have never seen these. Like once this is done, you can unscrew it and like dig in the corners to get all the product out. I have this bin, which, ooh, this actually fits pretty nicely back there. I can put my tanning mitts back there. For now, I'm just gonna leave my backup products. Even this is backup, so it makes sense, and I can add to this and look at it more once I go through, because I have more products like under my sink that you guys just can't see right now. Okay, this is where things get a little crazy. This is so disorganized, and I find it extremely difficult to keep drawers like this organized. First, I need to see if anything's like expired in here and get rid of the stuff that I know I am just not ever reaching for in here. Taking stuff out of the packaging makes sense. I got rid of so much stuff that was expired that I just know we're probably not gonna use. feels good. Okay, I just stole some organizers from another bin because I feel like this drawer really needs them. So we're gonna try, and look how good that fits. So much better, so much more room. Okay, that took me a little over 45 minutes just to do the drawers, but they do look so much better, I think, and I'm really glad I went through them. There's like still room, so I might find some stuff to add to these, like especially this. I feel like it needs. I'm gonna try to find a little organizer. There's probably one in one of these drawers, and then look how much better that looks. Oh my gosh, compared to the before, that is crazy. All of this stuff was either expired, mostly was expired medication or excess packaging that just didn't need to be taking up space. All right, next we have the under the sinks. This is my side, and then I also have this drawer. Jared's side, which really doesn't have that much of Jared's stuff. This is all like my stuff too, mostly. So I said Jared's side, it's like only that is his stuff. He does not have much. And then this is just a disaster because I just stole bins out of here and I could probably take a few more. So let's not even talk through this. Let's just do a power go through all of this stuff, see what we get rid of. So let's go ahead and put things back in. I do have this bin. I got it for my vanity initially, but it ends up being great in this little space right here for some of my like go-to everyday products. I'm currently obsessed with this K18 dry shampoo. And then mostly this is just like hair stuff and then like eye makeup remover that I rarely even reach for, but all my little products fit nicely in here. So I just like keeping that right there. So it's like, I know those are the ones that I don't have to like dig for. I did get rid of a couple things. Let's put stuff away. I do have this mouthwash that was out by my sink and I just feel like it can totally just go under here. If it's in front here, I feel like I'll remember to use it. I feel great about this. Okay, this drawer is mostly all my hair stuff and I really, really like having it in here. I'm just gonna do a really quick like once over of this. I'm gonna get rid of this clip and actually probably this clip too. I don't remember the last time I wore this, and some barrettes. I also don't remember the last time I wore scrunchies, so. I'm getting back in this drawer because I found some bins that I could use in here. Amazing, now it's more filled out and I got to use my little bins. This is more than I thought I would get from the bathroom. I am proud of this. All right, I just finished up. I wanted to show you guys those last few spaces just up close, but I did want to show you just the stuff I have out on the counter because I didn't need to go through any of this. This is just my perfumes, which I did recently just use up too, so I'm very proud of myself on that. And then I have my little skincare shelf, which I love this. I have another one of these on my vanity. I will have it linked down below because it's my fave. And this is all my like go-to everyday skincare stuff. I didn't feel like I needed to declutter any of that, but very happy with how this turned out. This one is like by far the biggest section because it's just mostly like tall body products. And then down here we have, I love that these slide out. So we have like menstrual and then sunscreens. I showed you guys my everyday little thing that I love, even though it is sideways in here, but hey, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hair, which we actually have, like if you can see this, we actually have extra room to grow, which is always nice in case anything, you know, comes in, but I love having extra space. And then up top here, I did dental. And look how much better this looks. We have, once again, room to grow all my cute hair stuff. I love how this turned out, this bin with all my little like workout headbands. I love these. I don't even actually wear them to work out, but my like little cotton headbands. All the clips are here, hair ties, little donuts that I use for my buns. Sometimes yesterday I had one of these in, so. And you guys saw this was pretty quick. This is little travel products. So that's my like travel hair towel thing. This is travel size hair. This is travel size skin and body. That's actually like a freezer bin that I really like for this, that I just repurposed in here. This is my travel bag, which does have some stuff already ready to go. Travel beauty stuff. And then this one is a little funny looking, but it's like dog shampoo, a few extra body products that didn't fit over on my side, and then Jared's stuff, his razor, his little hair products, Jared's travel stuff. In the back, we have a little bit of cleaning products, just like bathroom specific cleaning products. So I feel like it makes sense in there. And lastly, look how empty it is. We just have nails, essential oils, and a heating pad. But now I could put like extra toilet paper or something in here. So good. I only have 18 minutes left on my timer, which is really not much time, but I think it's enough time to go do one drawer in the kitchen that has been driving me a little bit bonkers lately. Y'all, I've got 14 minutes in a dream, and the dream is one drawer. Okay, this drawer. Now, when you first look at it, it's really not that bad. It's actually like, you know, I have drawer dividers in here. I have these drawer bins, again, which I'll link all my drawer bins down below. It's the same ones I used in the bathroom, actually. We actually have some stuff that's usually here in the dishwasher, so I'll see if that stuff is clean. It's just gotten cluttery, and I want to refresh, and also it's gotten a little bit like, can you see? Like, we need to wipe it out. It's gotten a little dirty. I've just been looking at this recently and being like, ugh, I need to get in here. Like, it's not bad. It just could have a little moment. Okay, that actually only took me like 7 or 8 minutes. And of course, there really wasn't that much to do. I didn't get rid of anything either in here. We just kind of refreshed. So that was a very brief kitchen thing. Let me know if y'all want to see more kitchen organizing and decluttering stuff when we do move next month. You can tell I'm using drawer dividers. I will link these down below. These are my favorite thing, oh my gosh, for kitchen drawers. We have them in like every drawer. We actually sell our own for Tidy Style, so definitely go check them out. They're on sale on Amazon right now, link below. And then this is where it gets a little crazy, but I love like having all my tiny stuff really sorted in here, so I just had to get creative when we moved in with the drawer bins and everything like that. That felt amazing. It is 2:57 p.m. I said I wanted to be done by 3, and I'm cutting myself off for the day. I know that I could absolutely do more. I could go in more drawers, all that kind of stuff, but I feel really good about what I got done in the past just couple afternoons. I will even prove to you guys, it is 2:58 now, and we have 1 minute 38 seconds left on the timer. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this different style of video. If you guys want to see more content like this in the upcoming moving vlogs, or even just more videos like this in general on my channel, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want more content from me and my secret content that is not posted on YouTube, you can check out my Patreon, where I post mini podcasts, other videos, secret vlogs, sesh videos, photo and writing posts. All the things have been posted recently on there, so go check it out. I loved hanging out with you guys today. Leave me a comment down below and a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you made it until the end, because I have a feeling it was a long one. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.